Right guys, so welcome back to the channel, and this is a bit of a rematch, isn't it, Lucy? It is. We both had a couple of mistakes. They weren't amazingly wrong, but we needed practice with both armies. Yeah. My army, unfortunately, remains unchanged since last time, but we'll go over that very shortly. Lucy, in the meantime, has been furiously painting and basing and getting the rest of the bone. This is actually all your Bonereapers now painted, other than 2 more Morghasts, isn't it?
It is.
Which is, it's pretty good going. So, shout out to GameMat.eu for the battle mat and, of course, the terrain as well. And a massive shout out to the Patreons for the backdrops that they've helped us get, as well as a couple of Lucy's models. So massive shout out to them. So without further ado, guys, let's have a look through the armies. So here we go. This is 1950 of Everchosen. Apologies about not getting more Varangard painted up yet. There is 6 more waiting. Yeah.
Stock is low, demand is
yeah,
high.
GW sold out, and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even say they're one of the better units in the.
So why do you want 3 units?
Because it's just a cool army taking Archon and 9 Varangard. So listen, guys, it's much the same that you've seen in the last list. This is still a Chaos Chariot, not a Gore Beast. We've got 5 Chaos Warriors, 2 Chaos Chariots, and a unit of Varangard. Of course, I'm running the Everchosen host. I've got a Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Manticore, and he has taken the spell of Ruinous Vigor. Now, the Everchosen doesn't have a specific artifact relevant to it, so I presume it's okay to pick one. So the Ethereal Amulet is going on him. We've got the Chaos Shrine, and of course we've got Archeon himself. These guys have just got ensorcelled weapons, and they will be running as the 6th circle, which gives them a +1 damage if they charge.
I want to get busy with those.
You hope. So everything is going to be marked of corn. I appreciate I got it a little bit wrong last time. Not this time though, it is +1 to wound.
Yeah, well, this is the rematch to make up for the original game.
Yep.
So.
And of course, because he's a sorcerer, he can't actually take Mark of Khorne, Lucy, which I completely forgot about. So he is Mark of Nurgle. And yeah, he's just going to be Mark of Nurgle because I felt that was probably the better one for him. And it means his prayer for Mark of Nurgle can affect him and Archeon. Okay. And I very much want that. So that is 1950 points.
The rematch is on. Here is my 1950 of Bonereapers, and yes, there is no Nagash. He did not impress me very much in the last game, and not because of that, but I've actually getting a lot more painted. My scheme is so easy. It's just spray, whack off, wash, dry brush, highlight, bit of purple armour, done. Anyway, I am running the Pet Reflex Elite.
Which is +1 save.
To everything.
Imagine the gash with 2 up save.
Yeah. And the command ability is you pick a unit with a Hecatos of within 6 inches of a Hecatos, of within 12 of a hero in the combat phase, and you get +1 to rend on your weapons.
That's decent.
Something in my army already has -3.
Probably the halberds on the Morghast?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, is my general the same as before? We have, where is he? Liege Kavos.
Yeah.
He's down there. He has got the command trait, the +2 wounds, which will be very nice indeed. Moving on, we have a new model, the Artisans Bonereaper. He will be taking the artifact from the Elite, the God-born armor, so the first wound in every phase is negated. He's got the extra spell Arcane Command, which is a custom of 5, and you get D3 discipline points extra. We have next another new hero, the Soul Mason. The only other thing to give to him is another spell, because he can cast 2, is I've given him Drain Vitality. Moving on, battle line, we have a 10-man unit of Mortec Guard. 2 units of the Death Riders, a 10 and a 5-man unit, each with the banner and the Hecatros, yes. We have a 3-man unit of Stalkers. Cannot wait, I love them. They have so good or cool, whatever you want to say, to paint. Right, next we have the Crawler, which for now, because he's amazing and magnetizes, whatever I will fire, it will be the official weapon. And the Harvester.
With the bludgeons instead of the blades.
Yeah, that's it. And they are currently blue tacked on.
Yep, not magnet, they are literally blue tacked on for the minute.
30 seconds ago, like, oh yeah, we need some blue tack. And finishing off, we have some more gas, the Harbingers, however you say it. Harbingers, that's the one. So,
and of course your terrain feature.
Yes.
Because I don't get one.
No, you don't. When 1950 each, when I was made at Melissa, I was like, yeah, I get it by command point, and I was like, oh, no, I don't.
No, I offered Lucy to take another spell, but there's a lot of new models here, so we basically just said, let's call it 1950 each. No command points extra for me, and no triumphs.
No.
So it is even at 1950 apiece.
Yep.
Right, so here we go. This is Battle for the Past. 12-inch deployment, 24 inches apart. If you control the objective marker in your territory, at the end of your turn you score 1 point. The ones in the centre are worth 2 points each, and if you control your opponents, it's worth 4 points.
Woo.
However, at the start of the battle round, before we determine who is going first, and I had the least drops, because Archeon's 800 points, Lucy gets to add up her total relentless discipline points.
Yep, I've already got 4, 1 each for a hero. I've got 3 heroes and an extra for having a liege. So then you roll 1 dice for every unit, which including heroes, and I've got 10, so I'm looking at 6s. Not a 1. Oh,
yeah, 1. So you got 5 relentless discipline points for this battle round.
I do.
But you've got the opportunity to get more in your turn with one of your spells, haven't you?
Yes, but I did it right last time. At the end of each battle round, any left over is swapped.
Yeah. I am going to choose to go first, Lucy, and I get 2 command points simply for having Archeon as my general on the battlefield instead of 1.
So I have to get rid of him first.
You don't have to. So the first command point that I am spending instantly before I do anything is Dark Prophecy. So please look away, Lucy. Okay, so I will hide that so Lucy can't see it. You guys know what it is. So that means that we don't roll for who goes first or second in turn 2, Lucy.
So is it just like, bam, you go first?
Whatever I rolled, on a 1, 2 or 3, I have to go second. On a 4, 5 or 6, I go first. But it doesn't say you have to use it in the end at the start of the next turn. That's probably going to get FAQ'd, so I'm going to use it next turn anyway. So I am now going to have a look at my command abilities, because I've got a couple to do, and I've got actually a couple of spells I think I'm going to do as well. Right, so very, very quick hero phase here. My shrine is going to pray to Nurgle on Archeon. On the 3+, the prayer is answered. It is not. This guy allows somebody to simply re-roll failed saves, so I'm going to use that on the Varangard. And Archeon is going to cast Mystic Shield on himself, and I get it on an 11.
Am I in range? Yeah, this guy.
Yep.
No.
Thankfully. Right, movement phase is going to be very quick. So 2 last things at the end of my movement phase, which I should have done in the hero phase. The Will of the Ever-Chosen, and just pick a unit on the battlefield, mark it on, and I get reroll hit and wound rolls of a 1, which is I think where I got confused before. That's going on these Death Riders, because I think they're going to go for that objective. Everybody has shuffled around. I've stayed within 6 of that one, and of course the Knights and the Chariot are controlling this one. Archeon is trying to create a bit of a bottleneck here, but I didn't want to go too far forward because all the Death Riders and the Stalkers in wouldn't have been very nice.
Oh, the wood.
So I'm trying to create a bottleneck here so that you can only get limited stuff in, but I'm still in a position ready to hopefully strike. And of course the chariot back there is controlling that one. But I do have one more spell to cast that I forgot about. He is going to cast Ruinous Vigor. Now he was over there, so he was more than 12 inches away from our kiln, so I can't cast it on him. But he's going to cast Ruinous Vigor on himself, which counts him as the top table. Which goes off on a 9. I think this guy can attempt to stop me. Nope.
Ooh.
And that's my moving phase. I've got no shooting to do, Lucy, and I've got no charges. So that is the end of my turn. I score 5 points. 2, 2, and 1.
You do indeed.
Right, so terrain rules, Lucy.
Yes, for this round, I am picking Archeon for the Punishment of Agony. On a 4+, you are -1 to hit until my next hero phase. Yep, goes off.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Right, so command abilities.
Yep.
We're going to mention them all now, because obviously there's a lot of command abilities that you've got access to as Bonereapers.
Disciplines, dear. So the first one I will be using will be the Stalker's own one, which means you can reroll run and charge rolls for the unit, and they're basically given the fly keyword.
For terrain only, not models.
Yeah. The next one I'm going to use on the Death Riders next to them, the big unit, is the one from the Batreps Elite, which gives them +1 rend. I'm also going to be using their own one, which is when they pile in, they roll the dice for every model in my unit, and on a 5+, they do a mortal wound.
Yep. And you were doing leech.
They have an ability, if they have the spears, it's on a 5+.
Oh, that's for the Nadrite weapons, or that's not the command ability.
No. Sorry, no.
And then you've got the Leech of Kavalos.
The +1 attack is going on to the Morghast.
Lovely.
So that's 4 of my 5 command points spent.
We'll obviously only spend them when, because for example, his is only in the shooting or combat phase,
Exactly.
but we're going over it now.
Yep. I'm going to try and find my little taught ones for them. But before all that, is the lovely spells.
Indeed. Have you got... So can he cast 1 or 2 and he can cast 1 or 2? I know you've got 3 between you, haven't you?
I have, and it is the Soul Mason, so this guy in the child can cast 2.
Okay.
So, Drain Vitality. Within 18, Archon is there. 6+, let's do this.
And what does this do?
You've got to reroll your saves of a 6 and hits of a 6.
Okay. Well, if you're only casting 3, I can dispel 3, so I will try and dispel it first of all.
6.
No.
Yay.
But on a 4+, I ignore the effects of the spell.
Oh, boo. Oh, that was a good spell as well. Right, his other spell, his own. Pick a unit within 24, and it's basically like yours. I reroll hits of a 1 until your next hero.
Is it an enemy unit or a friendly unit? If it's reroll hit rolls of 1, it must be a friendly unit.
Yes, it is. Sorry, it is.
So let us guess. Death Riders?
Why not?
That's casting value 6.
6 it goes off.
Okay, I will try and stop this.
Yay.
I fail it, so they've got +1. Sorry, reroll 1s to hit.
Yes.
And do you know what the good thing is? At the end of your hero phase, doesn't he just get to cast it again?
No.
On a 3+?
No.
Is that this guy?
No, that is neither. That is the guy I haven't got.
Right, so this guy's casting.
Yep, he's going to cast his own Shard Storm, casting a 5. No! Right, so Soul Mason guy. Do you know what's awesome about him? Enemy hero roll a dice. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 5, I can attempt to cast Soul Guide. Again, on a 6, I can do it with D3 more times. No!
So you can cast it 1 more time.
No, yes.
And are you putting this on the Mortec Guard? Not the Mortec Guard, the Stalkers.
The Stalkers, yeah. It's costing 6.
I would attempt to try and stop it, but obviously I can't.
Nope.
So they've got reroll hit rolls of a 1 now as well.
Yes, I find my little token.
Moving phase, Lucy.
Yes, everything has pushed forward a little. Over here, some changes to what I originally planned. I wanted both of these to go for Archeon, but then I was like, I need the objectives. So the Stalkers, because they haven't got the piling and roll the dice and everything, I've sent them after the objective for now. But the way I've measured it, I do have 2 models within range.
Yep, and I've got 1.
Yep, so the Death Riders might die horribly, but it's a risk.
Hey, if you can do damage to Archeon, it's almost worth it.
Exactly, the +1 attack, no, the +1 wind, the damage on the charge, rerolling ones, could get a few through. The Crawler, he is slow. The Harvester, yep, he's slow, so is he. He hasn't moved at all. The Mortec Guard shuffled around there a little 4 inches to secure totally the objective. Only other things are over here. The Soulmason ran to keep up to them. The Liege Kavos, he wanted to go that way, but meant they were out of range for Deathlayer's Warrior. So he's kind of stuck in the middle.
Well, no, because they've got the Hekatos in there, so they would have it.
Thanks. Could have reminded us earlier.
Well,
anyway,
we'll maybe move him in a second.
We won't.
Are you
not
sure?
Cheating, we're not, yeah. And the Morghast are just plodding up, heading for the Manticore, hopefully.
But shooting.
So, yes.
What's this whole shooting malarkey? I don't know what this is.
It's so pretty. So pretty. He has 3 attacks in shooting, all range 6 to 36. 2 of them, the Cauldron of Torment and the Cursed Steel, is only once per battle. At least the steel gets better the more damage I've took. So I'm not using that at the minute. I'm just using the one you can use at all. The Neurotic Skulls. 3 attacks. Hits on 2s, wounds on 3s. No end, but guess how much damage?
5.
5 damage.
It's horrible.
Can you guess where he's going?
Archeon.
Yeah.
Can you guess who's out of range of the shrine?
Yeah. 2s. Oh yeah, 4+ automatically hits and wounds. No, it doesn't, I'm joking. All hit. All wound. No end.
Just don't roll any 2s.
I wish I'd saw. Yes!
5 damage. Crap. That's not good. That's not good at all. He's down to 15 already. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Do you know what? You take 2 or 3 of them in your army and you... Wow. Ugh.
So the Harvester. Death's Hand Maw. Maw? Let's see if he's in range.
Right, so the Harvester.
Yep, it's 4 attacks. It's probably not going to do much, but I need to get as many down as I can. 4 attacks with the Death's Head Maw, 3s to hit. Nice. It's the bludgeons, hits and a 6 is 2 mortal wounds. 3s to wound. That is -1.
1 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
Uh-oh. This isn't going well. In fairness, I didn't realise how bad that thing was. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would have made sure Archeon was within.
Yeah. Wait, do you know one of the attacks that you only use once per battle? It's better when you're wounded. It can literally wipe him off the table without even looking, even if he is at full health.
You can't.
Wait.
You can only go up to 15 wounds with that ability, Lucy. He's got 20.
I don't believe you. The way I read it. No, I'm joking. Shooting is finished, I believe. Yes. Yes.
Okay, York charges.
Yes. So, Death Riders into the Knights.
On a 8?
Oh, my poor tape measure's nearly finished. Split.
Yep, that's going to get most of them in.
The Morghast, which can charge with 3d6 and up to 18.
That's a good roll. That's a full 12.
I think they might head for the Manticore. I'm not sure yet. We will remember that though. This is what I need.
Is this the Death Riders?
Yeah.
Please roll low. 5's probably enough to get a couple of them in at least, so let's measure that up.
Okay, a little homework. Sorry. The Death Riders, they all have the Necrophobius, or whatever you say it.
Yep.
Which gives them a +1 to run and charge roll, so it was they had an extra 1 on their charge. Then I used the command ability, which gives them an extra 3 inches when piling in anyway. So yeah, a lot of them is getting in. And because I don't like the Vanguard charging, I've piled into them.
Yep, she's tied them up because obviously they'll be doing 2 damage on the charge, so she's trying to stop them.
The other unit of Death Riders, they got the +1 for having the banner, but they didn't get the extra 3, but the +1 done more than enough. And the Morghast went for the purpley pink pretty boy over there.
What, the Manticore?
Yeah, I forgot his name. So, can you guess where I'm going first?
Over here?
Yep, I have 10 dice.
Yep.
Every 6 is a mortal wound because there's 10 guys in my unit.
It's every 5.
Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, please. I thought you went in the end.
I'll only take 2. No, this is me ignore mortal wounds for being Archeon.
Right.
Oh, that drops me to 12 wounds. This is going to go very bad. Right, so this is going to get a little complicated. So Lucy has 31 attacks.
Yep.
She's re-rolling hit rolls of a 1 because of Soul Guide, but she also must re-roll hit rolls of a 6 because I've got the Eye of Shireen.
Yep. And 5s. Will I need to re-roll the 6 before I get the extra hit?
Before you get the extra hit.
So we're going to go slow.
There's 3 attacks, however, that are going into the single Vanguard.
The one guy, and it is the
plain pink dice.
Yeah, and I've got 1 extra for my leader.
Yep.
So 3s. Right, so re-rolling 1s.
Yep, do the re-roll 1s for... Ah, no, keep them out. Because you can't, if you roll a 6 with them, you can't re-roll it. So take your 6s out now. Is that it? Yep. So re-roll them to hit. But you can't re-roll that 1.
No, that one gives me extra hit.
Yep.
So let's sort my extra hits out. This is very complicated.
Are you only hitting on 4s?
3s.
Oh.
I'm getting me 5s out for extra hits. Right, feels.
There's another 2 there.
These are my 1s to re-roll. Will I get an extra for that?
Yes, that will count as an extra hit.
So.
I'll tell you what, let's finish off the Vanguard first before we go any further. So you've got 4 hits on the Vanguard. 2 wounds.
-2 because of... Oh no, it's -1 because the spears don't have rend until I gave them it.
And I'm re-rolling failed saves because I used the ability from the Sorcerer, which I passed both.
Right. So I get an extra 2, 4, 6, 7.
This is going to kill us.
I don't think so.
No, I think so.
Hitting all 4s. So 2, 4. Look at all them 6s. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 at -1.
So I'm on a 4+, re-rolling 1s.
Yikes. That was a fail. What's 4+?
Yep.
So
2, 4, 6, 7 wounds. Leaves me on 5.
Do you know what I really, really, really wish for right this second?
A fight again ability.
Flesh Eater's Fight, yeah.
Wow, well that hurt me a lot.
Honestly, I knew I didn't stand a chance to kill him, but I thought, knowing me, when I needed, I would maybe do 2 wounds.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Okay, so I get to choose who's going back next. These Death Riders aren't really buffed up. I'll probably lose a knight. But there's not very much I can do about it.
The Morghast do that. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. What's the damage on them? Isn't it like 3 or 4?
2.
That's on the swords, Lucy. Don't try and fib.
3.
At 3 damage each. But did I get Ruinous Vigor off? Okay, so I'm going to go next with the Sorcerer Lord. I have 3 attacks with my Ruinous Reaping Staff, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s as well. Oh, a wound of a 6 increases the damage by 1 because he's Mark of Nurgle. So you've got 2 to make at -1.
That would be the extra damage.
Okay.
5 plus.
Okay. So they'll be D3 each, and that'll be D3 plus 1. 1 each. And that is 4. So that's 6 damage. Have you got a Hekatos within 6? Or a hero within 12?
Yes, there's a Hekatos in the Morghast.
Is there? Oh, they have that, right, yeah, they just have the Hekatos keyword. Fair enough. So you do get your 6 ups.
Did you say 6?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6.
Come on, 6s.
1. So that's 5 damage.
Which takes 1 down to 1 wound.
It does, but I've got more attacks to go.
Yeah.
So I've got the Horned Fangs and Claws. They are not monsters, so I don't get the reroll. So I'm hitting you on 3s. That's not good. I'm wounding you on 1s.
1s always fail.
It says wounding on a 1+.
Is that not
The
good?
1s will always fail, but yeah. Right, so that is -1, 2 damage. Because that's a 6 and a Mark of Nurgle, that's -1, 3 damage.
So that one?
So that's 2 damage, and then just roll your save for that one. And that would be 3 damage, so that's 5 damage total.
Has that not been FAQ'd?
The FAQ for this isn't out at the point of filming this game. It's another 5 damage, that's 10 damage, leaving 1 on 2 wounds. But guess what? I've still got 5 more attacks, Lucy. But I'm hitting on 4s. So only 2 hits. I'm wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, no rend, 1 damage each. Fine. So leave.
Oh, no rend.
Yeah, no rend. So just one of them 2 goes down. The Death Rider's down here, 16 attacks. I'm just forgetting you didn't do the hooves over there. So we'll go back and do that after we've done this.
Yes. So 3. Can't re-roll the 1s.
Nope.
That was... what was that?
It was a fail, but you got a lot of 5s and 6s there. 4, 5. So an extra 5 dice to roll to wound. Or was that 6? 6, sorry.
7.
I meant that.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 to save. Okay, 4 plus. Holy crap!
Ow.
Kills 2 knights outright.
And the hooves.
Wait, it doesn't. Because I'm within range of my shrine. So it kills 1 knight and puts 1 down to 1 wound.
The hooves, 4s. Not as good. 3 6s. 3s, 3.
3s to wound with their horses. Wow. So that's 3 fails. Yep. So you actually leave me with only 2 knights and 1 on 1 wound.
1 range, reroll and 1s to hit.
Yep, and this is with the hooves.
Yep. So 4s, reroll and 1s.
Rerolling 6s as well.
Right.
So you can just pick these out because you're not getting extra hits. So just pick up your 1s and 6s and reroll them.
Oh, sorry, again, the pink is to the Vanguard.
And what are you hitting on with these?
4s.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, Archeon's not dead. That's the important thing.
3's to wound. That is 3 at -1 because of...
So that one is a fail, but then Mystic Shield. So I'll take 1 more wound on Archeon. Drops me to 4.
Is that his bottom bracket?
Probably not. Probably not. So it's my turn to get the fight back because Lucy's technically just done these guys, which means that I'm going to go back with the Knights, I think. Why not? So the Knights that are actually behind here are now going to fight. There's 3 of them left, one of them being the Doom Knight. So here we go.
Dum, dum, dum.
That's not good. Oh, I am re-rolling hit rolls of a 1 because I put my will beyond them. Just as well because I am actually hitting on 3s. So I only got 1 miss there. And I'm wounding you with ensorcelled weapons on 3s. I'll re-roll that because it's cocked. Now my will is also re-roll wounds of a 1. This is where I got confused with it in the last game. So there we go. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8 saves at -1 rend.
Yeah, so I am after 5 up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That's very clearly a 5.
And because there is a Hecatomb toss.
Wow, you don't
2
even lose
wounds.
1.
No.
But I've got my hooves to go back with. So 4s. Reroll them. Wow.
Nice.
4s again. Reroll them 1s.
Nice.
So 4, no rend.
So 4s. Oh, 6s. 2.
So that's a total of 4 wounds that I've just done.
1 dice.
1 guy.
Yep.
Right, so Lucy's swinging back with a Morghast.
Yep, I get 4 attacks because of the Liege is command ability.
Technically, you would have used. You would have used it.
I did have 1 discipline point left. Now I have 2, as you notice. I made a boo-boo. The Liege Cavalos's command ability only works for a unit within 12 inches.
In the combat phase.
Or shooting. I moved the Morghast too far away. So I do not get the command ability. I do not get the extra thing, so he has agreed to let me take the command point back.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been able to use it had she...
Yeah, there's not much point cost. Oh, wait, depending on... Yeah, this is the last turn, so... Anyway, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Woohoo! Wounding on 3s. Not so woohoo. -2.
I don't care. I'm fine.
Boo! 20 more attacks. Win on 2s. Oh, that did not go as I expected.
Right, so can I go now?
Yes.
Right, well I'm going to go with the lone Varangard that can actually reach, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s to hit because Archeon is my general and I've got Aura of Khorne, and I'm wounding on 2s, not rerolling.
Right.
Okay, so wounding on 2s, and it's +1 for the Aura of Khorne, that doesn't count. So that is 4 -1.
5+.
Wow, and then 6 up because of Hecatomb?
Yep. No.
Wow, I actually killed 1 and wound another.
This is just 1 damage each.
Just 1 damage each because I didn't charge, unfortunately.
So I'm gonna just keep a count of 4 for now because you've got more attacks.
I do. I've got Tearing Fangs. 4s. All hit. 2s.
On your end?
Nope, but it's all 1 damage.
4. Fine.
Yep, cool.
So I will remove the 1. You. And you. 1 wound.
And in answer to your question...
No. He's still got 2 wounds. So I've got 3 apiece.
In answer to your question, is Archeon in the bottom bracket? Yes, he is. But I still get 4 attacks with the Slayer of Kings.
This is why I really want to drain vitality on you.
I hit on 2s. I get +1 to wounds, so I'm wounding you on 3s. That is -2, 3 damage each.
6s. What would happen if I knock the camera out while I roll this?
We would no longer be engaged.
Oh.
So that's 12 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh dear me. Do you think they can do it? I needed a +1 save on them.
You have got +1 save?
Have I?
For the Mortec Elite thing, Petrifax Elite, which you haven't been doing.
No, it's not +1 rend.
No, your Allegiance ability is +1 save, Lucy. Yes. Yes, Lucy has +1 save. She did roll a 5 in there. We forgot here, but it's 1 guard.
Yeah. So I rolled 1 5.
It might have made a difference there as well, but I can't remember.
I forgot, my fault. Yeah. I rolled 1 5 for their save, so it's only 9 damage I take. So 9 6s for death. Ooh, I see.
2, so that's 7.
1, 2 guys. Wait. He's on 1 wound and I lose 2 guys. And I don't need to keep check the battle check because we don't do that here.
No, you don't. But guess what? I've got a lot more attacks. I've got Monstrous Claws, 2 attacks.
I thought you were done.
Hell no. I'm winning you on 2s. That is -2, so you're on a 5 up save here. D6 each. 9.
Ooh.
Good roll.
So
5 more damage.
That's one's dead.
Another 1, and 1's down to 2 wounds. No, you'd have to kill that one technically.
I know. I'm just not. Right, I'm moving him. He's dead. He's dead. He's on 2.
Okie doke. I've then got 2d6 attacks from my Lashing Tails. For 6. Okay. So I'm hitting you on 3s because I'm. No, I'm not hitting you. I'm hitting you on 4s, rerolling 1s because of Aura of Corn, and then I'm wounding you on 2s because of +1 because of Aura of Corn. So that is 3 at no rend, 1 damage each.
3s. Just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
6. Oh.
And that's not everything. I've still got 2 attacks from my 3 heads.
Of course.
3s rerolling 1s. 2 hits. 2s. No, I'm not rerolling 1. It's +1 to wounds. So that's -1 and it's 2 damage.
So 4s. Yay, I saved.
5s, but you saved.
No, +1 save. You said -1.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Don't confuse me more.
Oh.
I'm already.
We did okay.
I am really sorry about that. Hopefully, it's one mistake on here.
So I believe that is turn.
Shot for you anywhere on your night, maybe.
The Chaos Knights are Bravery 7, the Bravery 8 because I've got a banner. I lost
Mine's
2.
the cost of me. 6 inches are you?
No.
Lost.
No, it's just these guys.
Okay.
So I would actually pass.
So that is turn.
It is. So battle round. Well, actually, no, you score. 'Cause you also now score 5 points.
Yay.
However,
Die.
guess what?
They say you rolled a 1.
No, I rolled a 5, so I'm going first. Right, so battle round 2.
Yep, I'm going to roll for me just. I already have 4, 2 for having a hero, which is a liege, and 1 each from the other 2 heroes, and 10 units. So I get another 1. So I've got
So 5 again.
Yep.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
So I've got a couple of things that I need to do. Reroll failed saves from him will go on to Archeon because I need that.
Is that a command ability?
Nope, it's just an ability.
So you gain a command ability, so you're up to 2.
Nope, I go up to 3 because Archeon gets me 2.
And yeah, I was hoping you'd forget it.
I am going to use that ability again to determine whether I'm going first or second next turn, so please look away.
This costs you a command point.
It does. Okie doke. And I'll put that on the shelf behind me. Right. Other hero phase stuff that you can look again.
I'm making me think.
Okay. Other hero phase stuff that I can do. He is going to pray the Mark of Nurgle onto Archaon, which allows me to re-roll wound rolls. And I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Spell casting.
What's that ability called?
It is one of the prayers from the War Shrine. It is called Favour of Nurgle. Add 1 to save rolls. Ah, that's not what I thought it was. Oh well. I'll give him +1 save, I'll take it.
I'm just going to put...
Well, other stuff that I'm going to now do. I've got spells to cast. I'm going to use Runeous Vigour from him onto Archaon to count him as being at the top bracket, right? And I get it on a 10, Lucy. You don't stop me. Very close though.
No.
So Archaon counts as being on top bracket. He's got +1 to his save, and he's re-rolling all failed saves.
Is that for punishment the same? Nothing?
No, that was your spell. So what else have we got? Archaon is going to use one of his heads to heal D3 wounds. I get 2 wounds back. Puts me at 6 wounds remaining. Right, what else have we got? We've got spells to go now from Archaon himself. Let's have a look and see what he's going to do. So, I've got a couple of more things to do. First of all, I'm going to use Spite Tongue Curse on these.
Is this a spell?
It is.
Okay.
Casting value of 3.
Ah.
To do 3 mortal wounds. You don't dispel it. If you dispelled it, you'd have done 3 mortal wounds to me.
But I'll take it.
You take 3 mortal wounds on those guys, so you do get your 6 up.
I do.
So 2 wounds, which kills the 2 wounded one.
He was down to 1.
Right, so then it wounds the next one. So I presume you want to leave the banner.
Yes.
I don't know where the 2 is. Then I will cast Mystic Shield on... I'm going to go for him.
Okay.
I get it on a 7. I still get it.
You do, I'll get you your little marker.
So I'm going to use my Ever-Chosen Host ability that I think was called the Will of the Ever-Chosen. And get the reroll hit and wound rolls of a 1.
How do you get this?
It's just an ability. It's one of my allegiance abilities for being Ever-Chosen. So I think I'll pick this unit to be the target of it.
Okay.
So I get the reroll hit and wound rolls of a 1 against them. I am then going to use a command ability on Archaon himself. If I die from a melee weapon, I get to fight before I'm removed.
Doesn't he heal that time?
Yes, I've already healed him. But 6 wounds ain't a lot. But I've got +1 to save, and I'm re-rolling saves. I'm hoping it's enough to keep him alive.
Yeah.
If he does happen to die and you happen to dare charge me, then hopefully it should be sufficient. However,
You are -1.
is that until your next hero fail?
Yes.
Right. I think we forgot that last turn,
We did.
but we'll remember it this time. So, movement phase. Right, so movement phase. The only thing I've done is I've moved the shrine to there to make sure that I can get, keep my 2 heroes alive for a little bit. The chariot has come under there and is going to be charging into these guys between the between the Chaos Knights and him. Hopefully I'll do enough damage down there. And that chariot's come around the side, and the Varangard ran behind Archaon.
A whole extra 1 inch thanks to my roll.
And they're basically controlling that. There's now 3 of them there, plus the chariot. I take that back from Lucy.
Oh,
So,
do you now?
yep, you're out of 6.
I'm not.
You are. It's 6 of the centre.
Oh,
It is.
oh.
So, I have no shooting attacks, Lucy. Or do I? Does the... What's it called? The chariot? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the whip. Well, he has the whip, but it's not a ranged weapon. So I'm just going to go straight into charges. So the chariot down here is going to charge. He makes it in. He's in the ruins. He's going to tuck up to them.
Yep.
And that is the only charge.
Oh, I really want to get the stalkers into combat or something.
Unsurprisingly, I'm going to fight with Archeon.
Really? Didn't expect. Oh, excuse me.
Would you be so kind as to hold the camera? So I must remember I'm -1 to hit here.
You are.
So.
In the +1 save, wasn't it?
I've got +1 save, I've got reroll saves, and because I'm Aura of Khorne, I get +1 to wound and reroll hit rolls of a 1. So 4 attacks with the Slayer of Kings, and I'm actually using the top bracket because I've got Ruinous Vigoroth.
But you're still -1 to hit.
I am, so I'm hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. That's fine. And I'm wounding you on 2s because of +1. That is -2.
So I need a 5 up plus I am +1.
Oh, it's 3 damage.
Hekatos.
Ugh.
That 1 on 2 wounds dies, but I don't remove. Wait, it doesn't matter if I remove them now.
Yeah, so you've got 9 wounds for me to chew through. So Monstrous Claws. I have 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s because of -1. Reroll the 1s because of Khorne. Misses. 2s to wound. Wounds at -2.
5 up.
Oh,
Yes!
D6 damage. 2d6 attacks from your lashing tails. 5. So I'm hitting on 5s because of -1.
Oof.
I'm wounding you on 2s because of +1. 2 saves, no rend, 1 damage apiece.
3s.
1 damage.
6. Yes!
Unbelievable. So I now have 6 attacks with the heads.
I really think you should have a Slanesh head. I'm sorry, but Kevin Waycast will just stick a head on for Slanesh. He's back well and truly.
I just want to double check something because I think I didn't really do much damage there, but the Aura of Khorne, Aura of Nurgle from him, because Archeon has the mark of Nurgle, any 6s is +1 damage as well. Which
I'm shaking my head.
So these are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
You're -1 to hit. Oh yeah.
Sorry, yeah, so they're hitting on 4s actually. And these are wounding on 2s. Right, so that's -1, 2 damage.
So 4.
And that's -1, 3 damage.
-1.
Yeah.
4. Oh, sorry. 2.
Doesn't even... Can you believe he only killed 1.5 of them? That's unreal.
Well, I'm not complaining. I am, before he is brutally chopped down, I'm going to go with the Morghast. 3s. 2. And 3s. Please do something. Wait, it's -2.
4. Mystic Shield.
He nearly did something.
So I'm going to go back down here. Do I want to go with the Knights or do I want to go with the Chaos Chariot? I really don't know. I really don't know which one to go with. I'm going to go with the Knights.
There's my general watching on through the window already.
So 10 attacks with the ensorcelled weapons. I'm hitting on 3s. I'm re-rolling 1s because I chose them as the subject of my will.
Again.
Yes.
Champion.
Okay, and I'm wounding you on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Nice. Very nice.
So that is 6 at -1, 1 damage each.
So -1 means I'm a 4+
Yep.
because I'm +1.
That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting,
Yeah,
Lucy.
but if I get a 6, it'll be bad. Oh!
God's sake, woman.
Oh, I just need to thank Grant again for these lovely dice. What's
Yeah,
that?
have that. This is me hooves.
Ah, okay.
There. There, have that. 5 more saves.
Any rend?
No.
So 3s. 2 Deathless Warriors.
Oh my god,
I
Lucy.
take 1 wound.
So I didn't even kill one, and one was wounded, look. And he's now on... That's unreal. That's unbelievable.
Okay.
Back to you.
Soul Guide stays until my next turn. Unfortunately, the +1 rend doesn't. So I'm gonna go for...
So them 3, so you've got 2 plus the Hecatos.
4 attacks. I'm still rerolling 1s. 3.
And you didn't charge this turn, so you don't get a 5+ for your extra hits. It's only 6s after you've re-rolled the 6s anyway.
Hold on, I've lost my... I'm hitting on 3s.
So you get to re-roll the 1s, and then you must re-roll that 6.
I will remove them anyway.
You can't re-roll the 1. Yeah.
4 to wound. No rend because that only lasts for that turn combat.
Okay. So, because I've got a 3-up save normally, and because my Nurgle Prayer went off, I'm on a 2-up save, and because I used his ability to re-roll failed saves. See, I did this the wrong way around. I should have given him Mystic Shield.
Wait, me, Morgas has literally done nothing all game,
I know.
so yeah.
So I fail 1, but I can re-roll, and I pass. So no damage to Archeon there.
Back to you.
Back to me. So the Chaos Chariot that's under here now gets to fight. So I've got 2 attacks with the Lashing Whip.
Ah, should not have gone for them. I forgot you charged that in. Drat.
I should have done a mortal wound on the charge in here as well. So, pick an enemy unit, roll equal to the charge. I can't remember what I charged there.
No.
So we'll leave that, never mind. My fault, because they normally, well, they died straight away last time.
It makes up for me for getting turn 1 +1.
It does, it does. So I've got 2 attacks with the Lashing Whip, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. No rend, 1 damage.
3s.
2 attacks with the Chaos Great Blade, 3s. And 3s. -1, 2 damage. D6 attacks from the Chaos War Flail. Oh no, I don't have the War Flail, I've got the Great Blade. Trampling Hooves, 4 attacks. Reroll the 1. 1 hit. Reroll the 1. Doesn't wound. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I'll go back with the Devils.
The Death Riders. So only one of them can actually hit the chariot. The other 3 have to go into the
I'll do
knights.
the chariot on the pink dice. Is it me leader that is where?
No, it's not the leader at your chariot.
So the pink dice will be the one attacking the chariot.
So because you didn't charge, you're only fishing for 6s here.
Yeah. I'm not rerolling the 1s.
Nope.
You get 2 6s though, so them 2 will go for that. You. And 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No rend. Wow.
Fine.
Yeah, that was
Unbelievable.
a nice save.
You've got your hooves to go though.
I do.
Oh, you didn't do your hooves with them again?
1, 2, 3, and re-roll them 1s.
This is against Archeon, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Re-roll the
I was
6s.
going to say, yeah. Would I re-roll that 1?
No, because it was a 1 as a result of a re-roll from a 6, so you can't re-roll it.
Right, so 3s to wound. It's 2 more round, please. Yes!
No.
Oh.
Got +1 save because of the prayer.
Excited.
Now you've got the hooves to do with these.
How many?
So you've got 3 into the knights and 1 into the chariot.
Let's go. 2.
So 1 on the knight. Passed 1 on the chariot. Failed,
Yay.
but I've still got 6 wounds left on him. So, you've got nobody left?
No.
I've only got the Chaos Lord and Manticore.
Oh, he's mad. I can't believe you've done literally nothing in 2 turns.
Who? The Morghast? The Ethereal Amulet's so strong though. So the Chaos Sorcerer Lord has 3 attacks with his Sorcerous Reaping Staff, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So 1 wound at -1.
So 4. No.
Haven't you got a 3 up save normally?
No.
No. Oh, right, fair enough.
Is the damage?
D3. 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. Does he explode? No. We shall remove him. Darn it.
So at the end of my round, I control this one and this one, but I didn't take this one because Lucy has 3 Death Riders within range and the Cavalos, Liege Cavalos. I've got 3 Knights and 1 Chariot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So let us move into Lucy. Right, so the Bone Tithe Nexus, Lucy.
Yeah, I'm going again for Punishment of Agony, but this time on the Manticore because I'm hopeful that Nagash won't be around.
Nagash is not around.
Oh, failed then.
You mean Archeon?
Yeah,
We definitely need another showdown with Nagash versus Archeon.
that would be fun. Command power abilities. Right. There's one I found which I'm actually... It's in your movement phase, so I'll come back to that. But, I have found a few command abilities I want to use, but none of them happen in the hero phase, so spells. The Soul Mason, he's going to cast Soul Guide onto the Stalkers again.
Remember, he gets to cast it at the end of the turn as well.
Yeah.
6?
Goes off.
Casting value 6, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Archeon will try and stop it. He stops it.
And he will cast Drain Vitality on Archon. 6, yeah.
Try and stop it, there's no reason not to. That's a 7, so it does go off, but on a 4+, I ignore the effects of the spell. No.
So you need to reroll your hit and save rolls of a 6.
Okay.
Yay!
Are you just dangling them on the heads of Dorgar?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
There's one on the wing. Right, the Bone Shaper will cast... How many knights have you got?
I've only got 3 left.
See, there's no point in... I'm going
You could Mystic Shield.
The Death Riders, yeah.
Okay, so the Manticore will try and stop it. I fail. So they've got Mystic Shield on them now as well. End of the hero phase, Lucy.
Yeah, I've got 2 things to do. The first is the spell again on a 2+.
From the Soul Mason. Oh, he
6
does a D3.
So
2.
2. I'm going to put it on the Stalkers and the Death Riders again.
Yep.
So where has... Oh, it's still there. But my other hero, the Bone Shaper, there. In your hero phase, you pick 1 unit within 6. You can heal up to 3 wounds or return a model up to the value of 3.
Yeah, well, there's no one within range.
26. I thought it was 16 draft.
You could do it next turn, obviously, if you run them in your movement phase.
Yep. Yeah. Sure. Movement, I believe.
Yep. Oh, Soul Guide. On which unit first?
The Stalkers. I thought that automatically went off.
No. I can't attempt to deny it because I've used me denies.
So that was on the Stalkers.
Yep.
So this is the Death Riders. No.
Still, that wasn't bad getting a number of attempts off.
Yep.
Against them. So let's move into Lucy's movement phase. I know she has told me this, so I know she won't mind me saying this guy's going to get +3 to his movement from the standard.
That is the generic command ability everybody has. So that will knock me down to 4. So that's happening now. So and movement is done. Oh, I forgot moving actually. Oh, where's
The telephone?
the ruler? Oh, the tape measure. Sorry, I forgot movement.
Well, he goes 6, doesn't he? Or 5? 6. So you can put him pretty much wherever you want over there.
So the stalker's pushed up about 3 inches away from the chariot thing. The crawler, harvester, he pushed his normal 6 and then the extra 3 for the command point. And the Liege Kavos, he moved his 10 across into round, and that 8 across into round. So that is the end of movement. On to shooting.
Yep. I don't like this weapon, you know. It's shooting phase, Lucy.
Guess where I'm going?
Archeon?
Yep, same attack. 3 attacks hidden on 2.
Yep. You don't have to re-roll the 6, it's only melee weapons. What are you wounding on?
3s. Oh.
So 1 wound. What's the minus?
Nothing.
Minus nothing? I'm on a 2 up re-rolling 1s.
I did go to give him the Batreps Elite plus
bludgeon.
1 rend. Bludgeon it's called, but that's only in the combat phase.
Yeah.
Oh no, that did not go to plan at all.
Right, so charges?
No. I
No?
have another shooting.
Really?
The harvester shoots.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
16-inch range, 4 attacks, so he will go to Archeon.
Okay.
No.
No?
Yeah, he's got actually, it's a -1 rend, so I will go.
Okay.
3s to hit. Look at that. 3s to wound, that's 2 at -1.
So I'm on a 3 up and I can re-roll all.
Worth a shot. But yes, charges.
Yep.
Liege Kavos.
There we go, he's in.
The harvester.
He's in. Straightforward.
Yep. And the manticore. Oh no.
What?
I forgot to move my guard.
Did you want to move them?
Yes, because I can make him to take the control. Never mind. Stalkers. They're in.
Yep.
Okay, so charges are done. I'm spending my command points or discipline points. The Liege Kavalos is using his +1 attack on himself and for another point onto the Death Riders over there.
Yep.
Coming over this way, I am going to use the bludgeon from the Batreps Elite on them and them, so they both have +1 rend.
Which leaves Lucy with no discipline points, but it's the end of the battle round, so she might as well use them.
So I'm going to go first with the 3 Death Riders. Hopefully they can finish off. I doubt it, but you know. Right.
So
Threes
3s.
Re-rolling 1s.
You're not re-rolling 1s. You didn't get it off.
That's true.
But you are, however, re-rolling 6s. None of which you scored.
No, so no extras either.
And what are you wounding on?
4s. Oh, lordy.
3.
Yep, -1.
Fine.
2s.
Don't your hooves hit on 3s?
No, 1 on 3s, on 4s.
Okay. 3. -1. Pass them all.
Really, honestly, this so hurt me.
So because I'm thinking objectives here, right? They're probably going to kill him, which means Lucy will take that one from me. Because I don't think he can kill one of them. How many wounds did the...
4 each.
4 each. I've only got to kill 1, but then she, even with 2, she's likely to kill the chariot. What kind of damage are they doing?
2.
And how many attacks each?
So there's 2 blades, which is 5 attacks each.
Oof.
-1, 1 damage, and then there's 1
Nah,
Fractionus,
you're going to kill us, so there's no point in going over there. So I'm actually going to go back over here with my knights. So I get 3 attacks each, and 4 for my leader within sorcerer's weapons.
He's rerolling saves of a 6.
Let's have a look. So a little quick bit of bookkeeping there. I did roll 2 6s to save from Archeon, so I'll have to re-roll them. I still... Oh, I would take that, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Because of the -1, I can't re-roll the re-roll. So I would go 6 up, ignore damage because of the shrine, which I don't want. So you do actually take 1 wound off me, drop me to 5. And this guy, the Liege Cavalos, rolled a 7 for his charge.
So any 6s, this target unit, which is the...
Chariot.
Mortal wounds.
2. So that drops the chariot to only 4 wounds remaining. Right, so now I get to fight.
Who with?
I want to go with these guys down here, the knights. So I've got, well, I've got to go against your knights, your Death Riders. So 1s, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so a couple of misses. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Thank God I'm re-rolling 1s. 6 at -1.
So 4 and +1.
3 fails, just 1 damage apiece.
You kill.
Kill 1 and drop the next guy to 2 wounds remaining. Which will be him in that corner under there. But then I've got my hooves to go. So I've got 6 attacks with the hooves. And the hooves on these guys are really pants, you know.
Okay.
4s and 4s. That's too many dice. 2 wounds.
Any wound?
Nope.
3. Yeah, 1 damage. 6 up. No, takes it.
That's not enough.
4, is that right down there?
That's it.
Back to me. Harvester is coming to play. So he has the Blood Johns, which is any hits of a 6, it inflicts 2 mortal wounds on the target in addition. Instead,
that's good because obviously I've got the Ethereal Amulet, which you need to do mortal wounds to me.
So I'm unwounded, so I get 6 attacks. 3s and 3s.
So that's 2 mortal wounds in addition.
No, instead of.
Threes, right,
yes.
okay.
3s. 2, -2.
Don't care. Reroll for Mystic Shield. Pass them both.
Oh. That was 2 damage each. Oh, hang on.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's if you kill stuff, you heal guys around you, don't you?
So the hoof and tail, 4 attacks. 3s. Nice. I am unwounded, so 2s. -1.
1 goes through.
2 damage each.
Okay, draw. Oh, wait. I can ignore them. No. Did I roll for me mortal wounds? To ignore them?
I don't know.
No. So I'm down to 8 wounds on him. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the chariot over here to try and get rid of them Death Riders because, you know, I need to try and take our objective back. So I'm going to go with the chariot down here. So 2 attacks with the Lashing Whip. Reroll the 1 because I'm targeting that unit. Force to wound. That's a wound with no rend.
3s.
1 damage.
And a 6, please. No.
So that'll kill the one that's there. 2 attacks with the Chaos Great Blade. 1 hit. Fails to wound. I've then got 4 attacks with my Trampling Hooves. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Like a boss.
Hey, at least I killed them. But this is now the problem because now you're just going to take this objective back.
Stalkers are next. First time. Are they going to feel like he did? Stalkers are up next. I should have declared this at the beginning of the combat, but I am pick one of the abilities in it. You can either reroll hits, saves, wounds, or improve the rend. I'm going to reroll wounds because they're already rerolling 1s and they're already plus an extra rend.
You could actually give them +2 rend then. That's horrendously good.
So One has the falchion and 2 have the spirit blades.
So are they all hitting on?
4 on the pink dice and 3 on the purple dice.
So re-roll your ones.
Ooh.
So there's only that one that actually misses.
Yeah.
Because you're here on 4s with them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything wounds on 3s.
And you're re-rolling all of this.
So that is -2.
-3 because you've improved the rend because of bludgeon.
Yeah.
So that's 2 damage straight off onto me. And then each of these...
It's -2. It's actually -3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so it goes straight through.
And these are at -2.
So I need a 6 on these.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They killed me alone.
9, 10.
Yeah, I've got 7 wounds.
I like the stalkers. I like them a lot.
Right, so that means it's back to me. So unsurprisingly, I'm going to go with the Manticore because Archon is safe for the minute. But I like the Manticore. I think with Mark of Nurgle, you know what? These guys can fight in combat. I don't think they're too bad at all. So 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Right, so they're at -1 D3 damage. That's at -1 D3 plus 1 damage.
So I'll do that one. So I'm -1 plus 1, so 4s.
D3 each. For 6.
I am probably within 12 of this Hekatos here.
You have to be within 6 of a Hekatos or 12 of a hero.
Is it? So he doesn't get it.
No, so that's 6 damage straight off.
And 1 more, what?
-1. So that's D3 plus 1. So that's 3 damage, so that's 9 I've just done. How many wounds does he have?
10.
Okay.
Oh, at least he took at least 1.
And that was just off me. I got very, very lucky
You
there,
did,
mind.
yeah.
But I've got the Horned Fangs to go with. Is he a monster, Lucy?
Yes, he is.
I can re-roll failed hits.
Champion.
Good job.
Ooh, yikes.
To wound. Technically, I wound on 1s. No, I don't. I've suffered 4 wounds, so I actually wound on 2s. So they are -1, 2 damage each. And that takes them out.
Yeah, wow. New model syndrome. He did actually do a couple of wounds, so that's better than.
It is.
the
It is.
rest.
I think if you run him right next to your knights, he'll help keep the knights alive. I think quite well. Right. So down here, Lucy has chose Liege Cavalos to go against the chariot next.
Yep. The pink dice will be for his blade. He only has 1 attack, and the 3 will be.
He only gets a
shield.
single. Oh, right, with a shield.
Shield,
Okay.
sorry, yeah. So 3s for everything. I am +1 attack.
You are. So 1 miss.
Did I give them rend? No, I didn't.
No, you went for the extra attacks with these guys.
So the shield needs a 4 to hit a wound. The rest need a 3. That fails.
That's 4 saves.
That's a -1. 2 damage each.
That kills him. So I'll remove him in a few moments when we tidy the table at the end of this battle round.
Yep. What are you coming back with?
I've only got Archeon.
Oh, big
Right.
guy's turn.
Yeah, so Archeon. So because of Lucy's spell, I'm re-rolling hit rolls of a 6. I'm still on my top bracket because of the spell that I cast on him as well. I'm within range of a hero with Mark of Nurgle, which is the Chimera, the Manticore. So any 6s I roll to wound are +1 damage.
Yep.
So that's not too shabby. So I'm hitting you on 2s. I'm re-rolling 1s because of Mark of Corn. Re-roll the 6. I can't re-roll the 1. 2s to wound because I'm on +1 to wound. Ha! So these ones are 4 damage each, Lucy, and that one is 3 damage. -2.
So I'm at 5s. So they'll do the 2 first. 5s. Oh.
Right, roll that save. So that'll be 4 damage that you'll take first, and then that one was 3 damage. So that's 7 Deathless Warriors you need to make.
Yikesy.
1. So that's 6 wounds, which leaves, I presume you're going to leave your leader on 1 wound remaining.
Oh
but
no.
Guess what?
Yeah, I know, you're not finished.
No, of course I'm not finished. So 2 hits, 2's to wound with a monstrous claws. That's 2 wounds at -2. D6 each. 6 wounds. I know you like rolling 6s, but you can't do this. See, there you go. There you go. So Lucy's going back with the Death Riders down here, so the spears.
Yep, extra attack for each, so...
And then you've got 1 6 there for an extra attack.
I didn't charge.
Doesn't matter, you just get it on a 6. Spears get it on a 5 if you charge.
Right.
3's to wound, is it?
4s. So 3, no rend.
4's to wound? Oh, okay. 3 with no rend. Okay. So your hooves?
Slapping at each other, aren't they?
How many attacks do you have with your hooves? 2, so
each.
3 each.
That'll not go an extra attack.
No, it won't.
It's just the blade. 3s. Ew, yikesy. -1.
That does kill the guy on 1 wound.
Yay!
And guess what? That scores you that objective. Had I still been alive there, you'd have had 3 models. We both would have had 3. So...
Is that turn?
That is turn. Lucy will have 4 models there, because I've only got the 3 Varangard behind. That chariot needs removing. She scores this one, and she takes this one as well.
That's another 5.
Another 5, putting Lucy to 10 to my 8. Right, so the start of battle round 3. Lucy gets discipline points. She gets 4 plus...
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units.
Yeah, because you've lost the Harvester, a unit of Knights.
I mean more fast. So I get 4,
5 again. It's reliable. It's reliable. However, guess what?
You're going first.
I am.
Oh, so cheesy.
So I get 2 command points. Can you guess what I'm doing straight away with one of them?
I'm not turning around though.
No, you're supposed to. It's the only fair way.
I'm covering. Done?
Done. Right. Hero phase. He's going to pray to Nurgle on him.
No.
Fails. Okay. His reroll failed saves.
What was that prayer for? The rerolls?
No, for +1 save.
Right.
So he is going to use reroll saves on Archeon, and the reason I'm doing that is because it's reroll saves. So it's after the modifier I can reroll it. So that's just a passive ability that he gets. Archeon's ability to reroll hit rolls of a 1 simply and wound rolls simply for being there. I am going to go with that on these Death Riders again, just because I need to.
Okay.
And spells. He's going to cast Ruinous Vigor on him again, unsurprisingly. I fail it. I needed a 6.
Ooh.
That's
your first one you failed, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. He's going to cast Mystic Shield on the Sorcerer. I do get it on a 6, Lucy. Would you like to try and stop that?
I would indeed.
And... There's only really Arcane Bolt I can do with him because he's other spell. No. I'm going to put 3 mortal wounds on those guys. Casting value of a 3. I get it on an 8. So if you stop it, I take the wounds.
Please.
No. You take 3 mortal wounds. Obviously, you can use your Deathless Warriors. I will take that.
Is that on the...
That's on the Stalkers. So I've now got some movement to do. So the last thing in the hero phase, I rolled a 2 to get 2 wounds back on Archeon. So he's on 7 wounds remaining now. And of course, they've both pushed forward 10 inches to try and take these guys out. And the reason they've both gone there is because I need 2 models, because Lucy will have 1 if I kill the whole squad. So the Varangard are hopefully going to take these guys out. The Shrine is here to try and keep these guys alive. With Archaon having reroll failed saves, I'm hoping that we can stay alive long enough.
What's that up again?
Mortec Guard, and I don't like them because they've got a lot of attacks.
The reroll.
That's just the Sorcerer Lord, just grants it, just because.
Yeah.
Right, so I have no shooting, unsurprisingly. Do you know I've actually only got 8 models left?
Yeah.
Right, so charges. Unsurprisingly, Archaon's going to charge into them. He makes it with a 7. But what I'm going to do, Lucy, is I'm actually going to place it there, so that when they charge, they're within 18 of him to get his buff.
Okay.
He's going to charge. With a 9, that will definitely make it in.
Yep.
And the Varangard are going to charge. I need a big charge, though. I'll take an 8. So everyone's in. I've put by my will on the Varangard as well, because this is a very, very touchy combat.
And before you go any further, I am putting shield wall on my Mortec Guards.
And what does that do?
Reroll all failed saves.
All saves or failed saves?
You can reroll save rolls for attacks and
Yeah,
target.
so that's the whole issue with you can reroll after the modifier.
Exactly.
So I like that they've gone this way,
Yeah.
because it always caused arguments and stuff before, and it's the same with his War Scroll. His is reroll saves.
Yeah.
So yeah, right. Anyway, this is a problem. Where do I go first? Because if I go with Archaon, she's going to strike me Varangard. But if I go with my Varangard, she's going to strike Archaon. And that is the massive, massive issue, because I have to kill the Mortec, the Stalkers, but I have to kill these. And I think I've got to go with these because this is worth more victory points.
It is. Okay, he is still rerolling hits of a 6 for my little...
What was it? Drain Vitality.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting on... I didn't get my spell off to go on top bracket, did I? Archaon hits on 2s, thankfully. Because I'm Khorne, I re-roll 1s, thankfully. But I can't re-roll the 6 because it was a 1.
Yeah.
I'm wounding on 3s normally, 2s because he's my Khorne general, but I'm fishing for 6s because this hero gives me the Nurgle buff, because Archaon has the mark of Nurgle. So they are 4 damage each, they are 3 damage each, and they're all at -2, so do you want to take these 2 first?
Yep, so -2 puts me on... Wait, I'm a 4 normally, +1 for the...
Gives you a 3 up, -2 is a 5 up, so you're on 5s re-rolling.
Yeah. Reroll. No!
So that's 6 damage so far. I'll put the 6 there for you, and then do you want to roll them ones?
Not them dice. This -2 as well.
This is -2 as well, so re-roll. So you pass once, that's 4 damage, that's 10 damage just from Slayer of Kings.
6, 8, 10. Oh lordy. Come on, no 6s.
3. Okay, so you've got 3 guys left. Because they're just 1 wound each, aren't they? Okay. So then I'll go with my Monstrous Claws.
Oh yeah.
Monstrous Claws, so 2s re-rolling 1s.
Reroll
that. Still hits. 3s. 2s, sorry, because of +1. So that is -2, that's D6. That's D6 +1.
So that one is, I need 5s. Rerolling.
Yeah.
No!
That is 4 damage. That kills the squad.
Yeah, it does.
See what damage this would have done though? Reroll. Which should have passed, but it would have been 2. So that's the Mortec Guard gone, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yes, I told it down.
So Stalkers. So they've still got, was it Soul Guide for
It
reroll
is.
hits of a 1?
It is, so therefore I am doing the reroll wounds again.
And you're also using Bludgeon.
Which is the +1 rend for a discipline point, and the Halcyon weapon is the pink dice again.
Yep.
And please imagine them with +1 attack as well.
Yep.
So...
Imagine a squad of 6.
I need 4s on the pink, 3s on the purplies. No ones to re-roll.
2 2s though.
Yeah. Look at the 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6s.
Yeah, that's because it's you. So you're wounding on 3s with everything, re-rolling.
So there are -3.
Okay.
So 3 at -3.
6s.
2 damage
None.
each.
That actually kills 1. Actually, no. Because if I'm within range of that, which is 18 because I'm unwounded, I get me 6 up, feel no pain.
Okay.
So 6s again.
2.
You don't kill 1 because they've got 5 wounds each.
Right, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -2.
Is that with the extra rend?
Normally the -1.
Okay. So 5s. And then are they just 1 damage each? 6s. Wow. So that's 7 wounds that you did in total. I actually managed to ignore 5 of them. So you kill 1 Varangard, right?
Anyone?
I'll kill that one.
Yep.
But because he dies, he gets to fight,
Okay.
right? So I hit on 2s because Archeon is on the field. I'm within range of Archeon, so I can reroll 1s to hit. I wound on 3s normally, but I can reroll wounds of a 1. I get +1 to wounds, sorry. And they are -1, 2 damage each.
So I need 4s because I'm +1.
2 damage. So that does kill the one that's on 1 wound and does a wound to the next one.
He's going to have 3. Is it 3? Yeah.
So that was your attack. So unsurprisingly, I'm going to go back with the 2 knights down here. So I get 4 attacks from the Death Rider and 3 from the normal guy. Rerolling the 1s because I picked them as the target of his will. 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. That is 3 at -1, Lucy. It's just on the normal Death Riders.
So 4s.
1 damage.
No, takes it.
Which actually kills him.
No.
No, sorry, I think that was the dice for the one that was in there. So that would drop your banner guy to 2 wounds. The hooves. Reroll the 1s. Reroll the 1. 2 wounds, no rend. And then 6 up.
Oh, so close.
And then it's back to you.
I will go with... How many riders have I got?
You've got 2 riders.
I'm just gonna... Am I close enough to pile in with...
Cavalos, yep, he would have still been within range.
I will pile in with. So the 3 blue is the blade and the pink is the shield. 3s.
Do you not want to use the thing for an extra attack, or do you think you can take 2 knights with what you've got there?
I think I'm taking.
Okay.
All hit. I need 4 on that to wound, 3 on the others.
2 wounds.
Yeah, it's -1
5s.
and it's 2 damage.
Which leaves one of my guys on 1 wound remaining.
And the hooves, teeth, and barbed tails.
Oh, 1.
-1.
Passed.
Ooh.
So then I will go back with the Varangard. In fact, you know what? Did I attack? I didn't attack with that guy's Varangard hooves, did I?
No.
Okay, here we go then. So, 12 attacks with the ensorcelled weapons, hitting on 2s because Archon gives them +1, rerolling 1s because Archon is a Khorne general.
And when he does the hooves for these 2, he's going to chuck the ones in for the one that died.
Yeah, because I should have attacked with him. So these are now wounding on 2s.
Yikesy.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 at -1. And the 2 damage each.
6, 8, 10. +1, -1, so 4s.
Holy mother of God. That's only 4 damage, which you get to ignore.
No, I take it. So that kills him and drops him down 1 wound.
But I've still got all of me hooves to go.
Yep.
So I've actually got 9 attacks with the hooves. I need to double check the damage though. So the hooves don't benefit from the +1 to hit because of Archon being on the battlefield. So I hit on 4s, reroll on 1s. Thankfully. Not amazing. But they do benefit from the +1 to wound. So I'm wounding you on 2s.
Yep. Nice.
So that is 5 at no rend. 2 damage each because they do benefit from the 6th circle.
3s.
So 2 damage.
Can I just pinch them now?
Yeah.
No, they're
No,
6s.
you can use the dice, but...
Oh.
Is that the last 2 wounds?
No, he's only took 1. So now he's got 3. He's got 1 left now.
1 left now.
Yeah.
Okay. You've only got your Death Riders to go back with now, haven't you?
Yep.
So Lucy's got 1 leader left and 1 guy on 1 wound down here.
I do indeed.
Are you using your ability for +1 attack from the Liege Cavalos?
No.
No? Okay.
I should have declared it earlier anyway, so 3s, so 6s.
Oh!
Jeez. Really?
Mm-hmm. 1 wound?
1.
You kill a knight, and then you've got your hooves.
Yay! I did a thing. Pause. Oh, how we 3s.
Yeah, so 1 guy runs the Bravery 7, so he wouldn't run anywhere because obviously I would auto pass. That is not quite the end of the turn though, and do you know why it's not the end of the turn? Because I haven't took this objective from you because you've still got 2 models there.
I have.
Varangard have a once per game ability to fight it again. Can you guess what I'm doing?
Calling it turn.
No, I'm going to fight again. So I get the reroll 1s. And then I hit on 2s because of +1 for Archon being on the field. I wound on 2s. They're all -1. You get +1 but the 2 damage each. So you pass 1. Oh, no?
No. Pass 3.
3. So they're 2 damage each. That's 12 wounds on a 1 wound model. You're going to try it? Saying that it is your cheesy rolling like.
Stop the camera if you want, you know.
No. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Not even a single. Wow. So at the end of my battle round 3, I take that one, I get this one, and I still hold that one until Lucy takes it. So I score 7 points in that 1 turn.
That's good.
Puts me at how many? I can't work that out.
6, 12,
15.
15 to my 10.
But it's now Lucy's round 3. Right, so Lucy.
Not looking good for me, but I have a plan. Already I've spent a discipline to give the riders, the Death Riders, the +3 movement.
Yep, and she also healed them.
Use his ability, the Bonerapers, to heal the wounded one up. Got a little idea.
Right.
So, Punishment of Agony on the Shrine. 4+. -1 to hit.
Okay.
Until my next table phase.
Okie doke.
Spells. Drain Vitality. Onto Shrine, why not? What was I going to
10. I want to try and stop it with Archeon.
No.
Nope.
Thank you. What shall I do? Shard Storm. Hang on, have I been missing a spell?
No, that's this guy. Yeah.
So
But you can still do that because there's only a single knight there, but... Or do you want to cast Mystic Shield on them again? So, the Soul Mason, Lucy?
Yep, Soul Guide will be going onto the Crawler for reroll hits in a row. No.
Oh.
And my last spell, do you know what? He's going to Arcane Bolt Ignite.
Okay. I'll try and stop it with the Sorcerer. I stop it.
Yeah.
Right, so movement phase, and you've already... No?
2+.
Of course.
Soul Guide.
So you get to do it one more time.
I'll do it on the lead.
You're not within range.
It hasn't got a range.
What?
Within 24, sorry, yes.
Oh, right, yeah. So you could only pick yourself, really.
Yeah, I will.
I'll try and stop it. Nope.
So, my big plan for the movement. I'm running. They move 12. They get 3-inch extra move because of the command ability.
Yeah.
And I'm running them.
4 inches, which I pre-measured it, and it gets it to there. But she only needed a 2 to be within 6 inches. So that is going to score Lucy 4 points at the end of this turn. So very good play there. But it's, can she take this one? She has to kill both Varangard to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be difficult.
Very.
But it's a risk I think you probably need to take the game at this point.
Yes, yes. Shooting.
Yep. So the Mortec Crawler.
Hang on. 3 inches. He's going to fall. He's within 3, okay, without him kissing you. So. Did I get... I didn't get Soul Vitality off on him, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Did I? I thought I failed.
So you re-roll them once?
No, I thought I failed.
I thought you got it off.
Yes, I was right. I did fail his... Actually, you stopped it, I think.
Soul Guide.
The Crawler is going to shoot at these guys.
The Varangard.
Yes, they are. See... what's that bravery?
Big. 9. At 5 damage apiece, you're better off with the normal shots, I think, because then you slay one outright. Oh no!
I quit.
Is that all misses?
No, that hits.
Okay.
But how we? Oh, come on. Minus...
1?
Nothing.
Nothing. Passed. It's going to be very, very difficult, I think, for Lucy to come back. She can get 6 points here. So, basically, correct us if I'm wrong, you're not going to charge him now because if you'd have only done it if he was wounded, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I haven't seen one second combat.
He's not the best. And he certainly can't take out 2 Varangard.
4 attacks, D3, 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 and 1.
It's unreliable.
Yeah.
I think had there been 1 left on a few wounds, absolutely.
I can't believe you. And I needed that reroll.
You really, really needed that there. Do you want to go down here with your liege, Cavalos?
Right.
You might as well use your Relentless Discipline at this point to get the extra attack. Because you've only got 2 left, but there's nothing else you can use them on. Oh god, your dice have betrayed you now.
Yeah.
Wounding?
4 on the pink, 3.
2.
So that is nothing, no rend, that is 1 rend.
So the 1 rend, fail.
2 damage.
And the no rend, passed.
1 damage.
And then you've got your tail. And your claws. Wounding?
3s.
3?
Yeah, no, -1, sorry.
Yeah, kills him. So you do control that objective for 2 points, and you control that one for 4 points, so 6 total, puts Lucy on 16 to my 15.
How did that happen?
So you're still in the lead.
Oh.
But with a very good play from them. With a very good play indeed from them.
Honestly, it was only like when we were in the last turn, when I first did the extra 3 movements for the caller. That's when I first ever realised it. I've read it before, but forgot about it.
Yeah. The best way we find to learn is to play.
Yeah.
So, start of battle round 4, Lucy. How many relentless discipline points will you now gain? You're going to get 4.
1, 4, and then
6 rolls. Sorry, 5 rolls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5 again.
That's like every turn except maybe turn 1.
I know.
You going first again?
I'm sorry, I rolled a 4+ every time I've done it.
I think he's cheating.
It's all on camera. It's all on camera. So,
You're very good with Photoshop.
not that good with editor though. Anyway, he's going to pray to give himself +1 save, which goes off. What else do I want to do? He's going to give him reroll saves.
Just forgot.
No, he's not actually.
This now.
Move what with him? Where did you want him, like?
I was going to put him further down.
Right, so I want to put the my will mark on him. I do get an extra 2 command points this turn. Do I really want to make sure I'm going first next turn? I don't.
What turn is this?
This is turn 4. It's turn 4. Do I want to spend it? I think at this point I'd rather just roll off than chance me look at rolling another 4+.
To be honest, just roll it, because what's the chance of us making it turn 5? I can't see it happening, to be honest.
I'm not going to do it. What I will do is spend a command point on him to let him fight if he dies. He's going to give him reroll failed saves. I'm going to put my will on that to allow me to... It lets me reroll hits and wounds of a 1. It'll just make sure that he takes him out, because I'll be getting +1 to wound and rerolling 1s to wound as well.
Drain Vitality is still active, mind.
I know, which is why I need to make sure that I get rid of that.
It's
Spells.
It's on your shrine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will put my will on them for him to be able to deal with that. He will cast Mystic Shield on himself. No, he won't. He's going to Arcane Bolt him.
Yeah.
7. Fails. He's going to cast the 3 mortal wound thing on him.
No, he has not got the...
Hecatos.
No.
No.
He takes it.
Okay then. He's going to cast Mystic Shield on the Chimera. I do get it, so you can stop it. Which you do. And the only other one I've got is 3 mortal wounds, which I'm going to cast on him. I get it on a 9. Oh no, which means Archeon takes the mortal wounds instead, but on a 4+, I ignore the effects of the spell. No, so I take 3 mortal wounds, but I ignore mortal wounds on a 4+. I ignore them, so I lose 1 wound, drops me to 6, but then I'm going to use my head to heal D3 for 1, so I'm still on 7. Movement phase. Right, so charges. Archeon made it in here. Interesting point that Lucy raised. Does she contest this objective? No, because I had control of it. She only gains control or contests it if she has more models than me within range. They made the charge there. This guy I had to re-roll with a command point to make it in, and they made the charge over there. Now, because this one is worth the most victory points, I'm going to go here first with Archeon. So I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because I'm a Corn Lord.
You are rerolling your 6s as well.
Okay. Can't make us reroll them. I'm wounding you on 2s because of +1. I'm out of range of the Nurgle buff from him, so that's just 4 saves at -2. Remember, you're at +1 as well.
So 5s.
So that's 9 damage. And you've already took 1, I think? So does that kill him?
2 left. So 12 wounds.
Fair enough. And then we're going to go with the Monstrous Claws, so 2s. Both hit. 2s again. -2, Lucy.
How many?
2. It's D6 each. 7.
I just realised
What?
my harvester didn't do his thing when he died.
Your Harvester?
Yeah, he does a little something when he dies.
Oh, well, we'll double check.
It was him.
We'll double check because it might affect what he does. So we'll go on with the Death Riders next.
There's no reason to do it because it's not. I'm just going to give them the
Bludgeon.
+1 raid because I've got the points. And yeah, and 3s. No rerolls. And 4s. -1.
So does that become -2 then, or is it
No.
just right? Okay, which I pass.
Oh, this game has gone your way all day. That was good.
All hit.
Yeah.
3s with your knights. 2.
-1.
I fail them both, and I've got a 6 up ignore damage. So I take 1 wound.
Oh lordy.
Okay, so I'm going to fight back now with the Manticore. So I get 3 attacks with my staff. 3s. 3s. So that's 3 saves at -1 on your Bone Shaper.
Yep. So 4 pussies and +1.
D3 each. For 3. So he takes 1.
Wound.
So I've then got 5 attacks with the Horned Claws. They all hit. I'm now only wounding on... Still wounding on 2s because I've suffered 4 wounds. Wait there. Yeah, so those ones are at -2 and 2 damage. That is at -2 and 3 damage.
That one.
So that's 4 damage. Keeps him alive on, well, he's now took 4 wounds, and then that one is 3 damage. Yeah, it kills him.
You know what? I've just realised you forgot to reroll your 6s of a save on this shrine.
I didn't roll any, I rolled
Did you not?
5s.
Right, I'm going back.
With your Soul Mason?
Yeah, these characters are very, very, very poor in combat.
Well, the Soul Reaper is the good one in combat, but that's the one that you don't have.
Yeah, so he gets 2 attacks with the staff and 2 with the claws. The claws will be the pink. Everything hits and wounds on 3s. 4s and 3s. Did I give him? Yeah. Did it fail?
Yeah, I think you got it off.
It's not going to make much difference now. Right. They are -1 each.
Which one's the D3 ones?
Them ones.
Okay, so the D3 ones, 1 goes through for 1 damage, and the other one,
Just 1 damage.
fine.
I think that's calling a game.
Well, I need to kill them first.
Oh yes, you do.
So the War Shrine actually has a few different things on it at the minute, because don't I have to reroll me hit rolls of a 6
You
as well,
do.
and aren't I at -1 to hit because of this?
No, that. Yeah.
So I'm at -1 to hit, and then he casts the Drain Vitality on him. So actually, this does affect me quite a lot because I'm actually out of range. But luckily, I put the Will of Archeon on them. So 4 attacks. I'm now hitting on 4s. I've got to re-roll me 6s, but I re-roll me 1s as well. That didn't count. So 2 hits. I'm wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's 2 at -1. 2 damage. Okay, and then I have, he hasn't took any wounds, has he? He took 1. So I've got 6 attacks from my flailing fists. So I re-roll the 1s because of the Mark of Khorne, and I would only hit on 4s, so I dropped to hitting on 5s. I'm wounding you on 3s re-rolling 1s.
Right.
So that's 1 wound with no rend.
Hey!
So unbelievably, I don't take that. So actually, Lucy, it's worth you actually probably just retreating in your turn there, because you will score another 4 points. You could still get this. You could still get this.
No, I couldn't.
You could. So over there, you don't get the swing.
Swung.
Yep, so my Varangard are now going to attack. I actually charged you this turn. So hitting on 2s because of Archeon, re-rolling 1s because I'm within 18 of them for being Khorne.
Yep.
Wounding on 2s. They're at -1, 2 damage apiece.
I've only got 5 upstairs. So 4 to 5 minus. What's the damage?
2 each. 14.
You were ready for all the 6s. Yeah, he survived, don't worry. Oh, God.
So I score 6 more points.
Means I've got to do another turn. Oh, do me.
Yeah, well, you're going to score 6 if you simply don't do anything.
6, 6, 6.
There you go.
Right.
So that puts me at 21.
Right then.
So you know what you do? You stay there, because I haven't gained control of it. You pull them out of combat ever so slightly. And go, oh look, I still control it.
Which one's...
He's dead.
Oh yeah.
And that is pretty much, well, you can do something with this.
One mortal wound. It's 1 mortal wound. Or -1 to cast. You can't move the next turn. Might as well make -1 mortal wound.
Honestly, right, because this is turn 4, I would still try and neuter that.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
2 plus. So it was a mortal wound.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know? Oh, you can't do the same one 2 turns in a row, can you? Alright. I ignore it.
Oh.
That's why I said I would have gone for the -1 to hit, because I'll just charge you in my turn.
Oh, isn't this charge turn 5?
No, this is your turn 4.
Oh, you bugger.
Do you want to do that one? I'll let you go back and do it. Do you want to be make us -1 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. With him, I think he would probably kill him. So I don't think it's worth losing the victory point at that point. Would you agree?
Just moving further away.
And then, of course, you're treated with them. And that's all you need to do. And you score 6 points, Lucy. Puts you at 22 to my 21. And I didn't use that command point. I went first, so I win ties.
You do.
At this point, I would probably kill him.
Exactly.
You know, Archeon can probably get back here. He can do mortal wounds. They might... All I've got to do is kill them.
Exactly.
And I think I would go, because even the Varangard can get over there. Even if I run, I can get within 6 inches. So I think that would probably win me the game.
It would. It would.
But, you know what? Even down to that turn, although I was controlling... You know, there was a moment where I was really sweating about if I didn't have enough models left.
Yeah.
Or if I couldn't get around the board enough.
And what this has shown me is just how unbelievably powerful a double turn is.
Because you never got to do a double turn.
If I had, I think it would have changed a lot.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that I could stop you from getting that double turn, because let's face it, when you hit me, it hurt us every turn. It really did.
Apart from the Morgas.
But especially the first turn, right? If I knew that I was going second, I would not have put Archeon there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I was sweating that turn in case he went.
But he survived. Like,
the fact that I put that choke point there to stop your big unit of guard from getting around the board, I don't know about you, I feel like I genuinely played what army I had reasonably well there.
You did.
But I also think that this play that you did with them was very good.
Yeah.
I think
That's kept me in the game for 2 turns.
I think what I would have done here is I probably would have charged the Stalkers instead of your Death Riders, because your Death Riders were so manoeuvrable.
But because they were so buffed.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. You made that decision in the movement phase.
Mm-hmm.
They probably could have come this way, and Weight of Dice probably would have taken him out.
Yeah. I'm really, really, really disappointed in me Morghast.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the Stalkers, I think a unit of 6 of them would be quite brutal.
Definitely. With the 3.
The Harvester as well. I think you've got to have a large model count army to run the Harvester, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you've got, for example, 3 units of 30 guard, with 3 of them behind, you know what I mean? They're not going anywhere.
They hit hard though.
They do.
I think something else to protect the catapult, the caller. He was a bit underwhelming with his fields, but that was obviously down to Roland and your saves for him.
I think had you had maybe a 20 or 30 man unit of guard, and if you had 2 catapults wrapped up, great.
Yeah.
But you know what? I really enjoy playing against the Bonereapers.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing them.
They're definitely a different way to play, and I think it'll probably take a few more games before we can play them well. So please check out the rest of the channel, guys. We will be back very, very soon with more Bonereapers, more Slaves to Darkness, and a lot more Sigmar.